Hello, my lovely friends. Today I'm sharing with you a mock-up of a junk journal that I'm going to leave at a place where I sell my junk journals in person. There are some people out there, oddly enough, that do not know what a junk journal is, and I thought it would be fun to leave a mock-up for them to look at to get a good idea of what goes into a junk journal. And so the things, bits and bobs like the envelopes and tags, I've taped down so they don't go missing. But the idea here is that I've created a junk journal that looks like something that I would make for myself at home. So I've glued in a ton of Post-it notes and sticky notes and stickers and photos to try and emulate what my junk journal or anybody's junk journal would look like. There are, one of the questions I get quite a bit is, what is the difference between a junk journal and a scrapbook and a smash book? It's basically not a lot, in my opinion. I mean, size certainly has, when I think of a scrapbook, I think of something much bigger, maybe 12 by 12 or 9 by 9. The idea with a junk journal is very similar to a smash book, where it's about its keepsakes. So you're gluing in and taping down and folding in and saving things that have significance for you, and then you sort of in turn, you save it, you glue it, you write about it. It's a memory book. It's a way of keeping the collection of things that you really like and enjoy. And again, if you can glue it down, it goes in. I love to use my printer. I love to print off quotes and things that I find on the internet. And I stick those a lot in my junk journal so that when I go back and flip through it, it's sort of a marker of where I was, what was going on with me, what I was feeling, what I was thinking. And the idea here is that, it's not just a journal like a regular journal that you would write in and you write on the lines and you just write and write and write forever and hours. But it's about connecting photos with those words and those thoughts and those feelings, or any sort of ephemera that holds value to you, right? And so, I've stuck, there's the obvious things like cards and letters and the things that you get from friends in the mail. I like to save business cards and different tags and things that I get from some of the purchases that I've made online. So if I buy something, let's say from Etsy, somebody puts in a thank you note or little bits of paper or a sticker, or an envelope. Like sometimes people put in a little special gift for you. That envelope, that goes in my junk journal. What else? I save... sometimes I take pictures of books that I've read, and I put that in my junk journal. Here I've had old daytimers that I found at Value Village. I like to put those pages in my junk journal. So the idea is, the first thing is, there's no rules. That's one of the best parts about this kind of thing. And then there's fun little things like this where you can flip up cards and you can write on the front, and then you write something underneath it, or you stick stickers underneath it, or again, something that has significance. So you're maybe mentioning an incident that happened that day, like you ran into a friend and you had a little chit-chat. Maybe you save receipts if you went out for coffee, or the wrapping on a cookie or a fortune cookie. Fortune, like all of those little things that... that we sort of sometimes take for granted during our day, but they're moments in time, and they're things that help make memories, and it's really fun to go back and look at those things later and be like, oh yeah, I totally forgot about that. And yeah, recipes, I love putting recipes in. I have a ton of Post-it notes that I use. I like to write stuff out and then stick stickers and images over top of what I wrote about. Because chances are, yes, I'm going to go back and read it, but I'm not necessarily going to go back and have to read every single word that I wrote. So I like to sort of put art on top of something that was significant to me. Washi tape and stickers, oh my goodness, washi tape and stickers go hand in hand in a junk journal. You can't really have a junk journal without washi tape. And old ephemera. See, on that receipt there, I would just write a whole bunch of stuff on that receipt. I would stick stamps or, I don't know, well, whatever you want. That's, like I said, it's a way of memory keeping and journal writing. It's sort of like, it is an art journal, but it's not just for art and drawing and doodles, which of course, like this page, you can do. It's just a way of keeping track of time, you know? I love putting index cards, and I love that fish. That's so much fun. Yeah. You know, it's just anything that you want to remember. Anything that has value to you for that day goes in there. And it's very relaxing, and it's very satisfying to go in, I think, and just glue stuff in that makes you happy. I love to glue stuff in, I gotta tell you. So then next I'm going to show you a junk journal, one of my junk journals from 2020. And I really love how big and thick and fat they get once you've got all that stuff glued in there. It really is a lot of fun to flip through and pull out the old cards and letters and all the things that you thought were important at the time that you wanted to keep. And there's something very satisfying about how big and thick it gets. So these journals, I use all the same books, pages, but obviously things will be a little bit different because they're not all identical. So that's the video. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, let me know. And I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.